They are different. Hey folks, how you doing out there? Sorry, we've been going a little long here. I got a strange message alert. Must have touched something with my trackpad or something. So, welcome to, ready for this? A drink and a wink, Agave wrap up. She's already in her fade. I mentioned this to Michelle that we were going to do this, and then we both kind of forgot, and Day got away from me. So she's going to be off camera. And giving us a little bit more information on what we're going to wrap up here with. So it's not even really kind of a wrap up of AGAVAWRAPUP because we're going to talk about Sotol today. Okay, and I'm going to pronounce it Sotol with like really no accent on either ones. I've heard, maybe a little bit on the first syllable. I have in the past said Sotol. I don't know. I'm going to just go with what I've been kind of hearing. I've told this story before, but Sotol is not produced from the agave plant. It is produced from the Daylirion plant. Okay, now that is also known as because you don't we can go and grab a bottle of agave syrup, right? All right. Would you buy a Daylirion a little can of Daylirion syrup? Would you buy that if you saw it in the store?
If I don't know what it is, I guess not.
No, okay, but agave just sounds good. So, so its nickname is the desert spoon. I am doing a little bit of reading. Daylirion is a genus of succulent rosette-forming plants, and the Asparagaceae, Asparagaceae family. I can never pronounce that kind of Latin thing. Not doing good with the pronunciation so far, but don't worry about it. Most species are native to the mountainous arid regions of Mexico. Supposedly, it's a very hardy plant that grows well in arid regions of Mexico. It also grows in some of the southwestern states, and there are a couple of companies, distilleries, and manufacturers. That do produce Sotol from Mexico. So from the United States. So it is not specific to Mexico as tequila and mezcal are. Very fascinating. If you look at different Daylirion plants, you're going to see that there's many different shapes. You all right?
Man,
Which one hit you like that?
I didn't bring anything yet.
Oh.
I was just food.
Oh, just the food. Okay. Michelle's having some trouble with food. Bottoms up. So you can check that out and look more. But in terms of production, it's kind of the same thing. Okay. Looks like kind of like a cactus kind of bulb. There's some different shapes. There's many different types. And then it's harvested and kind of follows more along the lines of mezcal in terms of earthen pits, typically, with smoke. So it has a little bit of a smoky flavor. Maybe not as much as mezcal, but I've only had 3 of them, I think, in my life. But here's how we came upon this. So I've told the story before, but we were getting into mezcals specifically. And we were, I think we had a gig or something. We were down at Warehouse Liquors down on South Wabash. Great store. And we went in there looking for mezcal, and the gentleman that was behind the counter, not the owner, and I don't know who, I don't know if he's still there, but we kind of told him what we like. We told him that we were, very much predominantly, Scotch and fans, rye perhaps second, that kind of thing. And he steered us to this Sotol por Siempre. We didn't really know that it wasn't an agave product, but he steered us for some reason. So either by mistake or just some kind of like, I listened to what this person said, check this out.
I was looking at mezcals.
Right.
Right.
What part of that didn't you hear? We said we went to mezcal.
Okay, fine.
Right. Are you okay? I know you're having trouble swallowing.
Oh, have to be here.
We asked him, I know, but I mean, the story was we were going in there looking for mezcals. And one would think if you're going to a nice liquor store, he might direct us to a mezcal. But then we described what we liked in terms of taste, and he steered us to a Sotol por Siempre, which is not a mezcal. That's what I'm doing a video here. Okay? It is a Sotol. We brought it home, and both of us, I think, are not the biggest fans of. I mean, for me, I'll speak. I've said this a number of times. One place that I show restraint in terms of sugar and sweetness is in cocktails, and definitely in spirits. I don't like flavored cocktails. I don't like really sugary bourbon. I don't like not sugary bourbon, but sweet bourbon, corn sweetness bourbon. I don't typically like really pungy. I like that word, pungy, fruity, really syrupy, sweet cocktails. I'm not even a huge old-fashioned fan all the time. That's the one place I like. I want to get some earth and some interest. That's what I love about whiskey, Scotch whiskey in particular. The earthier, the better. Yes, I do want it to taste nice. I don't want it to be, but that idea of let me taste the herb, let me taste the product, let me taste the source grain and or plant. That's what I like. And I know Michele is in that same ballpark, perhaps even more than me, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we took it and we tried it and we loved it, right? This is our second bottle of this, I believe. And kind of past the only other one that I had was there was another company. I can't remember what the name was. Earth and ground and smoke, heat and fire. Anyway, they were not a distiller. They were kind of like almost an independent bottler or distributor. Something in Stone. I can't remember. And they had a series of these. They had a couple of whiskeys, and they had a 4-grain whiskey, and they were also doing a Sotol, and that weird one. I think it was from the Philippines, maybe. Remember that came from the sugarcane thing. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name of that either. But we bought a bottle of that. It was okay. We also bought a Japanese whiskey from them. But I remember at Whole Foods they were having tastings of this, and I tried their Sotol. It wasn't as good as what we have right here in front of us with the Por Siempre, so we didn't buy it. But I remember that. Are you okay?
I did just have a sip.
Okay. With which one?
Oh,
The old one?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the other thing that might be catching Michele off guard here is that in both of these products, it's kind of hard to find a 40% ABV a Sotol. The one that she just drank is 45, and she drinks 45 ABV whiskeys, but maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's the day. And this one is bottled at 47. So let me tell you a little bit more about these. So that's, like I said, we're going to be looking around. We're going to see this kind of stuff. The Sotol por Siempre, we'll do tasting notes after, okay, from the Daylirion desert spoon plants in Chihuahua, Mexico, by the 6th generation Perez family, bottled at 45%. Features, as they say, earthy, mineral, and smoky flavor profiles. Spirit type is Sotol. The other thing that's interesting about this plant is that it has a really long maturation time to produce Sotol, 15 years plus. Really cool, like I said. Roasted in underground earth and pits, fermentation, open air vatting using wild yeast and local water. So they're not bringing in yeast, they're actually using what's in the air to do the fermentation. Distilled in traditional copper alembic pot stills. That's awesome. There's no other type of still being used there. This is a Blanco, from what they say. I'm going to keep away from their tasting notes. I'm not even going to read them. Promise me I did not look at them. So I think I've been pointing at this one. I got these. Let me switch these around because I'm pointing at the wrong one. In the blue tequila glass is the Sotol por Siempre. Sorry about that.
Flor Del Desierto?
Yeah.
That's 47?
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with you today then.
Okay. But the 45 Flor Siempre hit you harder?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do the Por Siempre first. Sotol Por Siempre. On the nose, I'll give. Let's try this. Let's try 3 items on each thing. Okay. Nose, taste, and finish. If you can't get 3 on the finish, that's fine.
Grass for me,
Okay.
like really vegetal.
Okay. Really vegetal and grass. I'll go with 3. I'm gonna say maybe kind of on the hay side of grass a little bit more.
Well, there is something sweeter there too.
Yep. I'm gonna say lime. You can say more than 3.
I could go with lime.
Lime as opposed to lemon, and a little bit of cucumber.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is a little sweet note there. A bigger nose. It's just refreshing, right?
Yeah. What I got on the finish, I was trying to identify it. It felt like kiwi or something.
Okay.
That's so good.
Very tangy.
Something else though.
A little bit of white pepper on the taste. Citrus peel. Sorry, I just read that. Darn it, I didn't mean to look. Do you feel that this is smoky?
Not now.
Okay.
I haven't had this in a long time. This is the last thing I'm getting.
Okay.
I still get this something at the very back of my tongue that's like, I don't know if it's berry-like or like raspberry or.
There is a metallic note from what I would assume to be copper stills. It's very, very earthy, but there is an underlying touch of sweetness. And here's the cool thing about Sotol, and I've noticed this in both of these products. You get to the finish. I'm getting a little bit of smoke on there, but you get to the finish, and you start licking your lips. Sometimes this happens really cool in bourbons, where you lick your lips and you feel like you get a little bit of movie butter or movie popcorn butter. Sorry, popcorn movie butter, movie popcorn butter, buddy. You know, MVP, movie butter popcorn, movie popcorn butter, MPB. All right. Anyway, that's not here. What you get is a little hint. Hear me out, of maple on your lips. Like lemon custard with a little bit of maple. That's what I'm getting.
They're crazy. But not, okay. I'm not getting anywhere close to that.
It's just very, very tasty. I would dare to say that this might be a permashelf for us, you know. This will probably be the Sotol we keep around all the time. I mean, we've already bought a couple of them, right?
The Siempre, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. I mean, we've had this a while. I know this is at least our second bottle. We might have bought a third. I don't know. I can't remember. $40. Okay.
You should have it. Siempre. Siempre.
What?
Do you know what siempre means?
Always. Semper Fi. And why is Flor? Why is this not popping up on? Oh, it is Flor Day. Oh, I keep on putting Del in there. Well, no, it's on. It's okay. Here's a little hang up. This is what threw me off when I bought this. So I bought this on sale. On the label, the other one, Flor Del Desierto, it has DEL in there. On the Binny's website, which is where I bought it, it only says Flor DE. Yeah, so it's all which is why I couldn't find it sometimes. It's a little more. All right, let's go back to tasting. Wrap this up. Anything else about Siempre?
No, it's just as good as I remember, and there's some really special unknown taste.
Yeah, you have this flavor of. For me, it's like you took a lime and touched it on the grill for a little bit, on top of some cucumbers that you didn't grill. And then there is a little bit of sweetness. Like I said, it ends with a maple note. Very, very tasty. This is not made for people who like Jose Cuervo Especial or Gold or Casamigos, right?
Yep.
Nope. This is for grown-ups, right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. It's just it's earthy, but not so much that you're gonna. Yeah, it's just a very. I'm just gonna say it. If you're gonna try a Sotol, this one is the one to try. It's also going to be one of the more easier ones to find, and at $40 for the 45 ABV spirit, this is really delicious. It's going to be here all the time. Now I'm going to go over to Flor Del Desierto. On the nose,
The smell is completely different.
yeah. You can go first.
Like cream soda. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's cream soda, and there's like a
marshmallow or
yeah, like a custard scent to me.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little different. They're using Daylirion plant that's aged from 18 to 22 years before they are harvested. Also in Chihuahua, Mexico. I'm going to pronounce all of this wrong. Coyame Desert and Madeira Mountains is where this is harvested from. 100% wild harvested. Well, that's kind of okay. This is a newer group, bottled around 48%. I think we were at 48 on this one. 47. Okay, I'll give them that. They have some different age ranges. Okay, I think. What was that other bottle that you saw that was really super expensive? Well, you bought this one, so we didn't buy it on sale, right? It was $60 straight up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a little more expensive. Sierra, maybe?
Yeah, the Sierra was like more like 80 or over.
Okay. So you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back on the other one. I'm going to read their tasting notes, okay, or AI's tasting notes, which means it's kind of collected from
Before we say ours.
what?
Before
Yeah.
we say ours.
No, on the other one. We've already said our other ones for Por Siempre.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm holding off to telling what I read.
Mm-hmm.
So see what you think. Floral aromas with hints of pine, juniper, lavender, and herbal grassiness. The juniper is interesting. Maybe. Earthy and mineral forward with white pepper, whetstone, citrus peel, and faint wood smoke. Crisp and refreshing with subtle minty or herbaceous snap. I don't know if you describe something as or, but I guess those were probably collected. All right, so they have the Desierto, they have the Sierra, they have the Carne, I'm not really sure. And then the tasting notes, yeah, there. Okay, anything else?
I just got the smoke,
Okay,
or what felt like more like leather
yep, totally.
in it.
This is very, very different in that it does not have the citrus notes to me at all in the nose. Did you taste it?
I did.
Okay.
In the nose, like I said, cream soda, and then, like I said, the leather just came in. And now I'm curious about the juniper.
Both are very, very earthy. This is sweeter. I'm going to wrap this up. I already know how I'm going to wrap it up. I mean, not time-wise, but... they have to have some more information on this bottle. Altitude, 4,000 feet. Water source, spring water. Cooking, underground pit. Cook time, 3 to 4 days. Milling, X. Open pine wood, fermentation. 5 to 8 days of fermentation. Copper stills. So, really cool stuff. What do you think?
Yes.
Taste it?
Yeah.
This is a juniper berry. I would agree about that for the other one.
Really?
Not this. Well, I mean, I was reading Port Simpieri. They said juniper by the other one, but.
Oh, they did? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I never...
Let me try this one again. That's what's wonderful about being married to someone who also has spice chops. She just whips out juniper berries like out of nowhere. Like, oh, wait, hold on. Or, just 1 second. Let me grab the Apple TV remote and then some juniper berries. Unless they were stored like in the cracks on the seat. If they were stored in the same place, we got a problem. But that would be kind of our style, right? Some people check their seat cushions and they find money. We're going to find juniper berries and Apple TV remotes. I kind of gilled the lily on the joke. I'm sorry. This is very different. It's sweeter, right? The second
It
one?
is sweeter.
Okay.
And I want to say, I mean, not as... It's still vegetal, but not as much as the Siempre.
Okay.
I almost want to say, it's not sweet enough to be. I'm trying to think of what vegetable is it. I'm getting like almost jicama, maybe.
Okay. Jicama.
But something in that family of like, not pear necessarily, but I don't know. Reminds you of that.
Yeah, I'm not getting pear.
No, I didn't mean that it
Right.
actually was pear, but like it reminds me of
Okay.
fruit
Okay.
in that family in terms of texture and some of the
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had the name of what I'm trying to say for it, but so it's that cleanness, that little tiny bit of bitterness,
Okay.
along with the sweetness that I think you would get from jicama, from a pear, from like not a ripe pear.
Right. It might be that they're harvesting later. That I'm getting like that more. Maybe it's a more. I don't know. I don't know if that's what happens when you wait later. Not that the 12 hours Siempre.
That smoke is really, by the time you finish it, still in the glass.
It is on the.
To me, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a preference? Sounds like you're leaning on the other one, right?
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
I think they're both so different and they're still so good in their own ways.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to have a second Sotol, but
Right. So it's different. It's like, that's the thing that's cool about this. I don't want to buy a second or third Sotol and they're all the same. That doesn't make any sense, right? And that's what's so cool about this whole thing. Let me clear this up again because I think you might have misheard me. The Sotol por Siempre, their notes are earthy, mineral, and smoky. Earthy, mineral, and smoky flavor profiles. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I did read the wrong ones. But no. I'm sorry. Here, tasting notes: floral aromas and hints of pine, juniper, lavender, and herbal grassiness. That was for Por Siempre.
okay.
Earthy. The juniper is there. Earthy and mineral forward with white pepper, whetstone, citrus peel, and faint wood smoke. I can't really. There's nothing there is wrong, right? So it's just an earthier thing. For Desierto, this expression is known for dry, savory, and middle-driven notes of sage, leather, and black pepper. I'm going to agree with all three of those, sage, leather, and black pepper, but there's a sweetness element to here. Dry is not how I would describe this in the wine sense.
No,
It's
at least not initially.
very tasty. And yeah, what's so also fascinating about Sotol for me is like this does not happen for me in bourbon. Maybe a little bit in single malt Scotch, maybe a little bit in rye. But the flavors you get also depend on what kind of sip you take. Meaning, if just take a little splash on your tongue, and don't, where it's like you don't have, like if you hold it on your tongue, you don't have like a puddle. Did that make any sense at all?
Okay.
I think it did. I think it was just actually kind of brilliant.
Wow.
So taste it. Yeah, just get your tongue wet essentially, and kind of splash it around so that you don't have a puddle. And does that change the taste profile any bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. Then bring some air in. Completely different. And that's the thing about this. You would not spend this time being a bunch of friggin' propeller heads over over a spirit when we were looking at these two right here, Patron and Yeho. Like I said, the most boring spirit I have ever had.
Sorry, what's a propeller head?
Propeller head, kind of a nerd. Like the little propeller head. You never heard that? Egghead?
Egghead, yeah.
Okay.
Propeller head.
Propeller head might even be deeper into, like, kind of nerd. I think egghead is just a kind of a square nerd. Propeller head is almost like more like into gadgets and into like the acting, going deep on the little details. I don't think I can shake either moniker. So I'm gonna wrap this up. My preference is going to be this one. Is going to be Por Siempre. I've had it a number of times. I do know that the first batch was even a little earthier, so that's interesting. I'm going to get to know this newer one. Mesh and Bone, Mesh and something. That company that they were at Whole Foods. You don't remember that? We had Araku or something like that. It was like another spirit, Flesh and Stone, Mesh and
Was
Stone.
it made from coconut or something?
Yeah, that's
Oh, I remember. Okay, yeah.
right.
Did we
Yeah.
put that together, or was that just me?
We bought that product,
Okay.
Araku or Aka. I'm getting
But I
that
remember the mesh and stone or whatever.
right. Yeah, we bought that bottle.
Mm-hmm.
We tried I know I tried a Japanese or some kind of other Asian whiskey, and then we tried their Sotol. I don't know who. I mean, they weren't producing it. They're not a producer. They're like think of an independent bottler or distributor. So they were getting it from somewhere. Yeah, and it wasn't as good as this one. I haven't seen them around in a while, so maybe that's kind of gone. We'll wrap it up. Here's what I think from all the different spirits that we covered and talked about in terms of agave, mezcal, and tequila, and then now the Sotol, which is again related. It's going to be in the same area. I'm going to give Sotol both of these I'm going to give an 8. Check it out because I love these so much. I'm going to give Sotol Por Siempre an 8.4. Okay, that's a pretty high score. Giving it that at 45% for $40, you're also getting a little bit of a value. I think I like this Flor Del Desierto. I'm glad we bought it as our second one that we have here. 47%, maybe a little too high priced, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, maybe a little bit. But, these are all artisanal, products. This is imported by Leica Spirits from Sausalito, California. You never heard of them, right? So I'll give them a couple extra bucks. It's nice. Okay, a little harder to get, maybe, all that kind of stuff. I like both of them. Forget ratings these. I enjoy both of these. And if you've had a Sotol, I'll just give you kind of a direction here. Sotol Por Siempre would be a wonderful start. I never saw this in anything less than I didn't see this in like even an average liquor store like Binny's, a big liquor store, and now you can get that there anytime you want. Matter of fact, we bought this one there. I've even seen this one a couple of times in some like a Whole Foods or a grocery store like Jewel, but not, or no, I'm sorry, Mariano's or something like that. Check what area you're in. You're not going to see it in the, I don't know. You have to look for either actual Mexican folk living in the area or really well-moneyed, new-moneyed liberals. Um, North Shore liberals. I really got a gas out of that for them because of this guy. Totally unrelated. But this one is a real taster, a really nice one. The other way I'm gonna say is because we're getting like vanilla and leather and some black pepper. Did you think the second one tasted like gin at all?
The second?
Yeah, the Flor Del Desierto.
I don't think so, but now that you're suggesting that.
No, I'm saying the first one has some gin elements, some juniper
Sure,
elements.
with the juniper, yeah. I mean,
Right.
like I said, as soon as I bit into the juniper, it was like,
That's the first one.
yeah,
That's
yes.
separate.
It
Okay.
must have been still on my palate.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. If you are a drinker who digs gins, Michele loves gins. I was slow, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of slow on the take, but I like them. I haven't really gotten into drinking gin just straight with a gin and tonic or something like that, but I'm really into them now for cocktails. That you're not like destroying the gin in them. I would say go with the Sotol Por Siempre if you like more earthier flavors. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're more of you're coming from bourbon and you want that kind of sweetness, bourbon rye, other American spirits, 4-grain spirits, maybe the other one would be for you. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. But in either case, you will not be disappointed. And if you're disappointed, tell me. We'll buy the bottle off you. Not at the store price. You drank some already. All right? Settle down. So that you go. And I also want to give these nice scores. Yeah, shit. Just 8-4 for both of them. All right? Because they're both very, very tasty. There's high quality artisanal products. Michelle's going to get mad at me. I'm going to take some points off on that Hancock Reserve. I had a little bit more of it last night after I reserved my last video where I broke in between. I'm going to say it right now. I will give that to anyone who would like it. Okay? That bourbon that I bought. Yeah, you're going to be mad. But if you want to trade me for something else or anything like that, but I've had like one... I think I've pulled about 3 ounces out of that bottle. I'm really kind of like I said, I got bit by a buffalo, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to be dealing with that. And quite frankly, Buffalo Trace bourbons, yeah, I'm gonna pass on them from now on. There you go. Anyway, I don't know why I ruined this wonderful thing. Go get yourself some Sotol. What by any name? The Daylirion, the Desert Spoon. It's wonderful. And like I said, I didn't mean to poo-poo on anything. You don't want to poo-poo in Chihuahua, Mexico. All right? Nor do you want to... nor do you want to poo-poo in Papua New Guinea. Those are funny words. Hey, we like to have fun here. Where was I going? Oh, we did not check out on any of the American Sotols. I just wanted to keep this... Mexican, and I didn't look into them enough and see if I would like them or what the profile is. I can't remember the name of the brands on that, but do check the bottles on that stuff. All right, this is going to wrap up our agave. I will just finally wrap up with just give you some like tips to what to get. The best Blanco. And the one that I'm going to recommend, Blanco Tequila, it's going to be not going to be Tres Hombres. It's going to be Cascuin Tequila Blanco. You cannot go wrong with that if you can find it. All right. Best Reposado, best like really straight ahead Reposado would be this one right here, La Gratona. Wonderful, right? We've liked that for a long time. Okay, but that is not one that has been emphasized the cask in its aging. It is aged long enough to be a reposado, but they're trying to show you the agave spirit with a little bit of aging. My new favorite kind of cask forward reposado is going to be Don Fulano. This is outstanding, and I'm going to drink it right now with dinner. Just grab one of these. Blue Label. Really nice. And the mezcal, I would say we're going to break it down to two choices. We're going to say the Del Maguey, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting which one is the one that. The Del Maguey Las Milpas is absolutely one of my favorite mezcals ever. If you want something that's a little different, not made with espadín, but an ensemble that's really nice, La Luna is cool. But we still like our Banez, right? We still like that one, right?
Yeah.
Biggest surprise might be that just regular Don Julio Blanco is kind of tasty.
That was the surprise.
What?
That was a surprise.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The biggest disappointment, as I had already stated, I don't know where I just moved the bottle, but where did I just move it? Oh, biggest absolute disappointment, I think, of all time in spirits was this Patron Añejo. That's just the most boring piece of pow pow I've ever had. Just not good. I don't know. I'm trying not to swear, but I've already done it twice. Anything else? Sotol Siempre?
No, just go get it.
Okay.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Anias. Check it out. So we're going to return back to, I don't know what we're going to come back to next. I might start talking a little bit about there are a couple of single malt scotches that we got along the way that I haven't really talked about because we were featuring it. Got a wonderful gift from someone from the Isle of Rassy, from Deb. That's outstanding. We'll see where we're taking it next. It's also, we're getting into the fall months, although I'm sure it won't be below 70 here for another month and a half. Finally, a big plug, one more time. We're getting to it. Well, we would be, what is it? How many weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks from now? 3 weeks from tonight, right?
3 weeks from tonight.
3 weeks from tonight. We are
Good God.
we are Michelle's band, the Michelle Thomas Septet. That means seven.
Yes.
Is going to be playing at the Chicago Jazz Fest for the WDCB tent.
Oh.
I don't know, have you announced players yet? Not
I'm
really.
about to. I'm
Okay.
going to announce players this week.
Can I do it here? Nobody's watching this at this point. Okay, we're already half an hour.
Okay.
We're already half an hour in.
Awesome.
Yeah, right. No,
You
yeah.
already
So
did anyway.
what?
You already did anyway. But
What?
you did.
What? I did.
You
I already.
announced players.
I
A
did.
couple of nights ago, yeah.
On here.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I'll do it again. Anyway, we're playing at 4:30 at the WDCB tent. I've played that tent with a couple other acts before. Michelle played Jazz Fest when last 2018, 17? 2017. We're very, very happy to be back. I'm very excited because we get to play at 4:30, and then one of my favorite bands, Paquito de Rivera, is playing, closing out the night at Jazz Fest. So I'm going to get to see that. From what I understand, the great drummer Mark Walker is going to be there. I'm going to check in with him and see to make sure he's going to be there. I'm going to go in any case. Anyway, we're at 4:30. We have this wonderful band. We're playing some of the music that we've kind of added recently, some of Michelle's originals along with our treatments, and a lot of music from Michelle's last two records. Actually, we're playing a couple from the first record, right? Or at least one. And it's going to be fun. So some of the music from Michelle's second record, which was kind of a tribute to Stevie Wonder, along with a few others. We're going to be doing some of those tunes, some cool arrangements. We have, the band is Corey Biggerstaff, the big dog, Sea Dog, the staffer, Corey Burgerstuff on bass. We got Chris Mayhew, just our ace in the hole, the freshest piano player ever. He's been on Michelle's last two records. Were really cool. Tim Fitzgerald, if you know him, we've been playing with him quite a bit recently. Wonderful guitar player he's got his own style, but really great. That's the rhythm section, right?
Yeah,
I've just said all of it. We have Matt Shevitz. We've known Matt for a long, long time.
Yeah.
He's actually like the head of everything jazz at the College of DuPage, so it kind of fits. He was on Michelle's second record or whatever that was, the Messenger record. And then we've added this fine trumpet player that I met, and some of you know. I met him playing with him at Ebenezer Lutheran Church in Andersonville. and some of the other band members have played with him, and we needed a rock solid trumpet player with cool vibes. Chris Davis is going to join us on trumpet, myself on drums, and Michele will be pulling it all together. So 4:30, September 6th, WDCB tent at the Jazz Fest. Come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Hope to see you. Any special guests?
Could be some special guests.
Hmm.
Could be a surprise.
Could be a surprise.
Yes.
If it's magic, it's going to be a surprise.